Good afternoon, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal. First of all, GOP put to early test after difficult midterms. Next, XI faces Biden, others critics in return to the world stage. Next, China's exit bans add to tensions. Next, FTX says it was hacked as other crypto firms stumbles. Next, classical strategy for investors fall apart. Next, explosion in Istanbul kills at least 6 injuries dozen. Then next comes to the page number 42 in that workforce gains miss a key group. Next economic calendar. On next Waller cautious that rates still going up. Next plane diverted over box cutter thread. Next the improve founder Bud Friedman 90. Next crypto exchange struggle. Next on page number 3 in that colleges win back foreign students. Next bishops vote focuses on absorption. Next 6 death after vintage plans crush in Texas. Next on page number 4 and that has Senate is called House stays murky. Next Pelosi is mum on her plans following midterms. Next GOP puts to early test this week. Then we comes to the page number 6 on that GOP message turned off independence. Next parental rights candidates had fixed results. Next voters reject election denier in key races. Then next on page number 7 on that businesses wide use of COVID tax breaked alarms IRS. Next embattled top border official resigns. Next on page number 8 in that deadly bomb blast rocks Istanbul street. Next Netanyahu gets mandated to form Israel government. Then we comes to page number 10 on that Beijing port investments for prompt concern. Next China's exit ban of ad strain. Then we comes to page number 11 on that China is property is restrictions. Next hopes for economic plan low at G20. Next excise return to the world spotlight. Then we comes to page then next 1000 protest electoral overhaul. Next Pop de-announces lure of populism. Next, demonstrate is sentenced to death. Next, airport dweller who inspired movie dies. Then we comes to page number 12 in that investment strategy troubles. Next, sleeping on the job pays off. Then we comes to page number 13 on that living taxing children's play dates creates memories and pressures. Next, cautioner is not only big gun in drama. Then we comes to page number 14 on that high school buddies reunited for mission to amid classmate. Then next on page number 15 in that crafting a diagnostic enduring image. Next welcoming women into the canon. Then we comes to page number 16 on that fan protest to put spotlight on Qatar. Then we comes to the page number 17. It's an article 16 that the decline of work. Next they have got your number. Next Venezuela joins the great climate cons. Next when a union burst a union. Then we comes to page number 18. It's an article section in that the GOP's lost independent. Next letter of the editor in that Trump's Republic parties can't beat Biden. Next John Eastman respond to VP plans on Jan 6. Next evaluating states by tax burden and services. Next America's tactical nuclear stand down. Next Biden missing Taiwan strategy. Then we comes to page number 19 on that Democrats can't count on Trump's in 2024. Next the blue state exodus helps democratic governors win. Next the G20 to-do list for restoring global economic stability. Next on page number 20 in that Ukraine races to aid retaken Kherson. Next sledgehammer execution shown in Russian video. Then we comes to page number 21 on that some buyers stay on tech sidelines. Next JP Morgan's avoid worst buyouts of 2022. Next Twitter's advertising exodus gathers stream. Next New York job seeker get to compare pay. Next voters approve large money projects. Then we comes to page number 22 on that Musk Tesla board set to defend CEO pay in court. Next JP Morgan awards the worst deal. Next job seeker compares salaries. Next mogul says uh, his workload too big. Next, JP Morgan awards the worst deal. Next, Musk Tesla board set to defend CEO pay in court. Next, Mogul says his workload too big. Next, Twitter ad exodus accelerates. Then we come to page number 23 on that new man's own foundation CEO plans to leave. Next, Wakanda Forever sets mark for November, boosting Disney. Then we comes to page number 24 on that inflation supply troubles hit medical devices maker. Next is some stay on tech headlines. Then we come to page number 25 on that Mako is in spotlight amid audit accord. Next, Narcan owner is expected to be bought for $145 million. Then we comes to the page number 28 on that earning crunch is putting markets at risk. Next, carbon credit pressure to deliver funding. Next, on page number 29 on that luxury watch flippers face a burst. Next, China relief rally can only go so far. Then we comes to the page number on page number 39 in that deep geothermal promises to let driller go deeper, faster, hotter. Then next, in search of cheaper hydrogen. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good